What's up, everybody? I know who I am, David, aka Preacher Man for the Phrase Chronicles podcast. Man, here in North Carolina, we have teachers. They went and protested in a peaceful manner to get pay raises and try to at least ask in a civil way for the state of North Carolina to give pay raises. And I believe that teachers deserve a pay raise. The reason I say that is because one, being growing up in the North Carolina system of education, I realized that these teachers work hard daily. The tasks that they have to do, not just teaching, but making sure that they have their lesson plans completed, making sure that they're there on the teacher work days, making sure that not only that the kids who are less fortunate are able to have the supplies needed to get a decent education. And I'm a taxpayer here in North Carolina, and I think as a taxpayer we got to realize that our teachers have to be taken care of. I don't think people really understand that teachers do not get paid for a whole year. Teachers only get paid, I believe, 10 months. So that means there are 2 months that teachers either have to save up their money or they have to do whatever they have to do, whether it's pick up a part-time job, which no one talks about, in order to make ends meet, unless they have a spouse, and then the spouse has to take on the responsibility of helping make sure or pick up any type of slack there is. And I'm calling it slack because that's the proper terminology to use. I'm not understanding why our legislative government here in North Carolina will not take the priority to up the pay. From research, North Carolina, when it comes to the teacher, they're saying um, this is the fifth lowest ranking among all states, and the state is the only one projected to see a decline in average teacher salaries this coming year. I'm not exactly sure why the state is not intervening. The reason I say that is because what are we waiting on? Are we waiting for the school systems to lose an average of 200 to 300 teachers? I'm not understanding. I understand that there's budgets that have to be passed, and I understand budgets, but I'm not understanding what is taking North Carolina so long. What is the holdup? And I'm asking because my daughters, my son, my children here in the state of North Carolina have some amazing teachers, right? And these teachers get up every day ready to learn, to teach their students. Not only that, these students look up to these teachers here. And not only that, what is the point of being certified if I'm not going to make a decent living, right? And we have to ask those questions. I think there are a lot of questions that need to be asked, but I also think there's a lot of answers that need to be answered. And I'm just not understanding what it is. I mean, everybody could say, oh, well, if you don't want that job, but it's not the point of that. I think we have to really reflect and understand we have to put money in the important places. Politicians are making good money and they're not teaching anybody anything. I mean, I'm not trying to knock politicians for the job that they have. I think they have a wonderful job. I think they deserve their pay too. But at the same time, we need our teachers to continuously stay here in the state of North Carolina. Our kids need teachers who are committed, dedicated to it, to the education. But at the same time, we have to realize we have to take care of our teachers. And as a taxpayer, I'm not a teacher. As a taxpayer in the state of North Carolina, I'm not understanding what is the holdup. This is not the first time teachers have protested. It's been years. It's been a long time coming, and I think that these individuals need it. I think Governor Steins in Raleigh please needs to look at this. I think legislature needs to look at all of this stuff. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, you are in politics. You are the face of North Carolina. We need you to make the decisions that will impact our lives so that people in the state of North Carolina can definitely take care of their kids. All right. And we also have to acknowledge this state is a state that takes a lot of money from the citizens who live here. It's a lot of money you guys take from us, but we want to be here. I don't think anybody is here because they just don't want to be here. I think everybody in the state of North Carolina wants to be here. I think legislator, I think the governments, I think the counties, I think the state, the board of education, the board directors, who are all these people on the board, they need to come together and go ahead and sign in legislator and sign into the budget this increase for all teachers around the state of North Carolina to be paid. Again, teachers are not being paid for 12 months. They're being paid for 10. And if we can get that across, that message there across, it'll do a great service so that teachers can teach. My kids can grow up within their schools, within the school system, within the county, and they can definitely move on and drive on. And we need these teachers. I'm gonna tell you why we need them, because there are teachers that I had when I was in middle school who are still teaching. Some of them are administration or an administrative aspect of the schools. Some have retired, and I've been able to catch up with them and be appreciative of what they've done. Not only that, being an athlete here in the state of North Carolina at one point in my life, I understand the sacrifices as I became a coach at one point in my life, and I understand the sacrifices. I understand a lot of things that go on that no one sees. I also worked here in North Carolina with the transportation for the school system, so I understand that money has to be needs to be allocated. And I understand the budgets. Can we not work together to get this done? I'm a taxpayer. I vote. So the reason I'm saying all of those things, because those are important things. It'd be different if I don't vote. It'd be different if I didn't pay taxes. But I pay taxes. I vote. I'm in the community, and I want our teachers. I don't care what county they're in. I don't care none of that. I want to see teachers get this pay increase. Governor Steins, can you please get this passed? You have the power, as well as the accountings up there have the power to make this happen. And I'm asking you, please, as a taxpayer in the state of North Carolina, can you please get this passed so my kids, not only my kids, my kids, can definitely have great teachers who can focus on the classroom and not have to focus on protesting because of the pay that is not sustainable for them to live on, or the salaries for them to live on here in the state of North Carolina. I'm asking Governor Steins and his team. I'm asking Governor Steins and his team, please, please, with all respect to the families, everybody keeps saying this is a great state. Can you please do this? Because it's imperative for us to have teachers who are continuing in the classrooms here in the state of North Carolina and not moving to other states. It's imperative for my kids to be able to reach back years later and see the same teachers that they were once taught by, be able to talk to them, appreciate them for everything that they're doing. Governor Steins, please make this happen for the people. Please make this happen for the people. I approve this message.